So in the last class, we see supplication and fear. In this class, we are going to see the third part of the worship. It's a hope. And we started this thing in the yesterday's class. Okay. So, okay, Ayan, can you read this one?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Hope and hope and the
Evidence.
evidence that Allah said, "Let him who hopes for the encounter with his Lord to do do good work and not associate
Associate.
adding and
Associate.
associate adding anyone with the worship of his Lord. The meaning of the dua means to ask Allah directly from something. There is nothing that Allah cannot do. Therefore, dua is basically the means of asking the Creator to do something.
Okay. So in this, what we have discussed, we discussed that the hope, and for the hope, Allah gave the evidence. Allah said, "Let him who hopes for the encounter with his Lord do good work." So, whosoever thinks that they have to meet, and whenever they have meet with the Lord, because nobody knows their time of death. Nobody knows the time of death of anyone. So, whosoever hopes that they will have to meet the Allah, so they will have to do good work. They will have to do good work and not associate. The word associate means adding, not associate anyone with the worship of his Lord. Okay, so accepting Allah, no one is like to be worshipped. No one is that much favorable to be worshipped like the Allah. Only Allah is the one who is deserved to be worshipped. The meaning of dua means to ask Allah directly for something. Normally, after salah, we make a dua. So, the supplication or the dua means to ask Allah directly for something where there is nothing that Allah cannot do. Therefore, dua is basically the of means of asking the creator to do something. As I told you this thing yesterday, that the creator, the word creator in Islamic point of view, the creator means a thing or a person which makes other things from nothing. So only Allah has this power to make a things from nothing. So if we make a sentence, Allah is the one who create everything from nothing, who create everything from
Ayyo.
nothing. So Allah is the one who is the one who create everything from nothing. He is the creator. So dua, in dua basically we are asking our creator to do something for something. Okay, so this is the first para. Now we have the second one. Now we have the second one. Okay, Hassan, can you read this paragraph?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
The importance and
Merit.
merit of making dua. Allah is the glorious and the mighty, the answerer of every person in need and every person with a request. Indeed, Allah is free of all wants, and He is answerable to none. We have no other God but Him. Whilst He has many servants other than us.
Okay, that's great. That's great. So first Ayan read, then Hassan read. Okay, what did Hassan read? Hassan read the importance and the merit of making dua. Okay, the word merit means the quality of being good, the quality of being good or worthy. It means that it's a merit. Especially we can say it's like praising or reward. Who is at the merit for the praise in the eyes of Allah? The person who follows the rules of Allah. Okay, in the same way, this is a merit. Merit is just a scale, the quality, okay, of being particularly good on some aspect. The importance and the merits of making dua. So, what is the merit of making or performing salah? The merit is that the person who do the wuzu can only pray. Okay, without wuzu, there is no praying. So Allah is the glorious and the mighty, the answerer, the answerer of every person in need. Allah is the one who gives the answer to everyone. So He is the answerer of every person who is in need, who asking something, okay, and every person with a request. The person who is in need of something or asking anything, asking any request to Allah, Allah gives the answer. Allah will not give answer in the forms of word. Allah gives answer in the forms of different ways. Like Allah makes some conditions in this way that our request or our need can be fulfilled. Okay? So Allah made such conditions in which our need or our request can be completed or fulfilled. Indeed, Allah is free of all wants. Okay? As I say this sentence to everyone, I am telling this sentence again that Allah need nothing. So Allah is free of all wants. We want everything. We want this, we want this, we want that, we want everything. So, but Allah is the one who is free of all wants. He doesn't need anything or doesn't want anything. And He is answerable. Allah is answerable to none. The word none means no one. The word none means no one. It's None, it's a none, it's a no one. So Allah is answerable to and to no one. So Allah is the one, and no one is bigger than the Allah. And He is free of all wants. We have no other God but Him. So we have no other God, only we have Allah, while Allah has many servants other than us. Yes, Allah has many servants. We are the servants of Allah, and Allah has many servants other than humans. Allah has angels, Allah has jinn. So Allah also has many servants other than us. So ultimately, Allah don't need us. We need Allah. We have to move towards Allah because we need a blessing. We need a guidance from the Allah. So Ashal, can you read the point, first point?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
The dua can change our life, our outlook, and our faith. This is the most potent
Potent,
weapon
potent.
for a believer.
Okay, most potent or most important. You can say it's important. Okay, important weapon of believer. Okay, so why it has become the most important one? For example, the dua can change our life. The dua can change our life, our outlook, our fate. The fate means in Urdu we can say it's a kismat. Okay, in English we can say a luck. So it can change our luck, our fate. Who is changing? The dua. Why do we say our parents, okay, give some dua or make some dua for me? Why do we say to people, make some dua for me? Because dua is a most important weapon of a believer. Because as a Muslim, it's our belief. The things which can be done with the actions can be done with the dua. The things which cannot be done with the actions can be done with the dua because Allah is the Kareem and He can do anything. When we ask, when we request to Allah for our right or for our thing, Allah can give us that thing. The dua can change our life, our outlook, and our luck or fate. It is the most important weapon of a believer because the believer or the person who is Muslim has this weapon. Some people will say, ask this person to do this work, ask or do this thing or read this thing or ask that person, he will make your work. But this thing will not work. Because the believer has a belief that Allah has the all power, He can do all the things. So this is a weapon. For example, someone say you that we are doing this thing, but the believer knows this thing that any task and anything can be done by the Allah. So they will not be impressed by those. In the old times, at the time when the Islam is in the preaching state of the prophets, and there are some magicians, some real magicians are there. They do magic, they do the black magic. So at the black magic exists, but the people who do magic and the people who give order for the magic or give money for the magic, all of them will be stay in hell after the death, because magic is haram in Islam. So at that time, the magic can also be done. At that time, how magic can be done and why magic can be done is that the Muslims, the new Muslims, the people who are becoming Muslim, the other people, the other non Muslims hire the magicians to show them a magic, and with the help of that magic, they mesmerize the people. They moving them below from their point of view, that they are showing magic that this thing is float starts floating in the air, so they are saying that this person has this power, so they are saying there is no god. So with the help of that magic, they are moving peoples from their point of view, from their point of Islam. At that time they use it, but the true believer has a belief that if this thing is flies, maybe there is some sort of technique there, but Allah is there. Allah is there. And this thing is also come in the Quran that magic exists, but the people who do magic or give money or give resources to do magic, all of them will be live in hell, because magic is haram in Islam. So the second line. Okay, Aram, can you read the second one? Second point?
Salvation. This one.
This one.
Doubt is the ess-
Dua is the
essence
essence of
of
ibadah.
ibadah. A person
Engage.
engaged in dawah
Dua
of dua
affirms.
affirms his belief in Tawheed, mo-
Monotheism. Monotheism.
monotheism, and shun,
And shuns
shuns,
belief.
shuns belief in all false God.
Okay. Okay. That's great. Okay. So Arham read the dua is the essence of ibadah. When we do ibadat, when we do praying, when we worship Allah. So essence means the total at the end. So dua is the essence of ibadah. Dua is the essence of ibadah. A person engaged in dua affirms his belief in Tawheed. Affirms simply means confirming, making it possible, making it particular. Okay, so dua is the essence of ibadah. A person who engage in dua confirms his belief in Tawheed, confirms his belief in Tawheed. The word mono means one, Mono means one. So monotheism, the person who believes, or the religion who believes on the concept of one God, like Christianity, Judaism, and Islam. These are the religions who believe on the concept of one God. So all these religions come under the monotheism. And the religions who believe on more than one God or many gods. So those religions are the polytheism, come under the polytheism. Okay. So the person who make a dua, that person is making a confirmation for his tawheed and shuns belief in all false gods. The word shuns means avoid or ignore. The shuns means avoid or ignore. Let me write the word here, avoid or ignore. So that person ignore all the false belief of the gods, of the false gods. So that person who make a dua confirms his belief, her belief in the Tawheed, and ignore all the beliefs of the false god, all the false thing. Okay, now we have the third part. Okay, Ayan, can you read the third part? Ayan, are you there?
Okay, sir. Dua is our most potent weapon in all struggles of life as well as in
Jihad.
in the jihad in the battlefield.
Okay, so like important. Important means, okay, Dua is our most potent weapon. Potent, considered as an important, means it has a great power. Dua is the most powerful weapon of any Muslim in all struggles, in all problems, in all the issues of life, and as well as in jihad in the battlefield. Okay? So normally jihad. If you guys don't know what jihad is, let me explain it. Jihad is a fighting between the Muslim and the kuffar. The fight for the sake of Islam, the fight for the sake of Allah is a jihad. Okay? So, the battlefield, the ground on which the battle is going on, that is a battlefield. The area in which the battle is fought, that's a battlefield. So, dua is a most powerful weapon in all the problems of life, and it not only do the or solve the problem of life, it will also helps in jihad in the battlefield. So, dua can change the life, dua can change the luck of any person. So, always make a dua after the namaz or always make a dua. So, what we have the next thing? Next thing we have it's this one. Okay, till here. Umar, can you read this one?
Yes, sir. Dua to other than Allah to seek the help of other than Allah is shirk. Allah is shirk. From the types of shirk, requesting needs from the dead and astaghfirullah from them and direction of the call to them. And this is the original of the shirk of mankind.
Okay, that's great, Umar. Okay, so what does Umar read? Umar read that dua to other than Allah. Okay, as the heading, as the heading of this paragraph is showing that this thing is haram, because as a Muslim it's our belief that we make dua only for Allah. We make a dua only for Allah. We never make the dua for anyone else, because in this world no any Muslim can make a dua for the other person. Dua is only for Allah, to seek help of the Allah. To seek help from the Allah. If someone is asking help other than the Allah, that person is doing the shirk. That person is doing the shirk. From the types of shirk, from the types of shirk, there is a one type. Requesting needs, asking a things from the dead. Okay, asking a thing from the dead. The people who are dead, asking the things from them. And istighatha. Istighatha, what is istighatha means? Istighatha is an Islamic word. It means that making a dua from Allah's creation. Making a dua from Allah's creation means the thing which Allah create, and someone is asking something from that creation.
Hello.
So this is a shirk. Okay, this is a
Excuse
shirk.
me, sir.
Yes.
I just finished the assignment and I got full marks.
Okay, that's great. That's so nice of you. Okay, that's great. Okay, so it means that the word istighatha, as it is mentioned in your book, so I write the meaning of that book for you. So the istighatha means someone is making a dua from Allah's creation, the thing which Allah made, and someone is asking a thing from that creation. So it is a shirk. So from them, istighatha from them, and direction of call to them. And this is the original of the shirk of mankind. If some person is asking from the dead or from someone else and making a dua from the Allah's creation, the thing which Allah made, so that is a That is considered as a shirk. Okay. So Afan, can you read this one?
Yes, sir. Saying, saying the death has his deeds cut off from him, and he cannot
Cause,
cause cause upon himself any good
nor
or
bad.
bad let alone whoever seeks help from him or asks him to seek intercession. The act of using others
Influence,
in
influence,
influence to make someone in
authority,
authority to forgive,
Sir,
save them from Allah on his
behalf.
behalf.
Okay. So,
sir,
yes, Ayan, what happened?
I did the assignment and got 2.
Okay, okay, okay. That's great, Afan. You read it. That's great. So, what does Afan read? Afan read that since dad has his deeds cut from him. Okay, the person, when the person is become dead, that person cannot do anything good and anything bad. The person has no power. So that's why Allah said, when you are in this world, make some good things or do some good things, good deeds. So as a reward, as a because of these good deeds, Allah will give reward. But when the person is died, that person will do nothing. That person will do no any good thing. That person will regret, oh, I can do this good thing in the world so that I will get the reward at the end, or after the death I will get the reward. But the dead has his deeds cut from him. All the deeds from the dead are cutted, and he or she cannot cause upon himself any good nor bad. Means they cannot make them anything good or bad. So let alone whoever seeks help from him or her. So the person who is asking a help from the dead cannot do anything for themselves. How they can do anything to the others? So let alone whoever seeks help from him or ask him to seek intercession. The word intercession means that I write the meaning for you. This meaning is not written in there in the uploaded book. I write the meaning here for you. Intercession means the act of using others' influence. Influence means power. Use others' power or control to make someone in authority to forgive some. For example, I'm just giving you an example. For example, you want to purchase a car of a specific color. You want to purchase a car of indigo color. Okay, so you want to purchase an indigo color car, and the indigo color car is not available. Then you get to know that indigo color car is available, but the owner of that car is not giving car to anyone. It's give to his or her friends. So you ask to some powerful person of that area. You ask to any powerful person of that area, and you give or tell them that you can ask to that person to sell me that car. So you make a person in between you. For example, you are a person A and the other person is person D. So you are purchasing a car from person A to D, but D is not ready to sell a car to you. Okay, but you ask a powerful man of that area that you can ask D to sell the car. So you hire the B or ask B. So B is going on your behalf to ask for the sale. So in this way, you are asking a car. But when the person is asking this thing from the another person for the forgiveness or for saving from the dead, then this become the shirk. Because if the person is dead, if the B is dead, then how B will help you? How B will help you? So the person who ask anything from the dead, they are doing the shirk. These words are exactly written in the book, the book which is provided in the Islamic studies, as they are using the word istighatha. Okay, so the word istighatha means making a dua from Allah's creation. So all these things are considered as are shirk according to the book. Now, in this, Allah is saying that mosque belong to Allah. So do not call to anyone else other than Allah. So mosque, the masjids are for the Allah. In the masjid, if someone is telling anyone else name or asking a help anyone else in the masjid. So basically Allah is saying that masjids or the mosque are only belongs to Allah. So do not call anyone else other than Allah inside them. Now, okay, let me move the paragraph to the next page. Okay, Hassan, can you read this one?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
The excellence of fear of Allah. The fear of Allah by seeking to prevent Allah's punishment by carrying out what Allah has commanded of him and abstaining. Sir, is it abstaining or abstaining?
Okay, abstaining from what Allah has prohibited for him. Okay.
Abstaining from what Allah has prohibited for him.
Okay, that's great. So what does Hassan read? Hassan read that the excellence of fear of Allah. Okay, the fear of Allah by seeking to prevent Allah's punishment. Prevent means ignore or avoid. How we can avoid the failure? How we can avoid the failure in Islam? By following the Allah's rule. So the fear of Allah will stop or make us safe from the Allah's punishment by carrying out what Allah has commanded of him and abstaining from what Allah has prohibited him. Abstaining. The word abstaining means stopping yourself from anything. Stopping yourself from anything. That anything which is haram. Let's suppose alcohol is haram in Islam. So the Muslims never drink the alcohol. So the person who is Muslim, if that person has a friends and those friends are drinking the alcohol and that person is stopping himself that I am a Muslim, I am not allowed, or the alcohol is not halal for us. So that person is basically abstaining from what Allah has make prohibited from them. Prohibited means restricted, not allowed. Prohibited means restricted or not allowed. So stopping from something. For us, it means something means the haram things, the things which are not halal. So the person who stops himself or herself from the haram things which Allah make restricted for him or her. So this fear will stop. This fear will stop and save us from the Allah's punishment. Okay. Okay. The fear of Allah is the path to forgiveness, salvation, and the attainment of the Allah's mercy. The fear of Allah is a part towards the forgiveness. As we know, what does mean by the forgiveness? Forgiveness means Allah will not ask many things, many mistakes which we have done. Allah will forgive them because Allah is the most caring one. Okay. Then when we are moving towards the Allah's path. So Allah will forgive us. And we are on the path to salvation. Salvation means we are being saved from the haram things or the things which are dangerous for us. So when we have a fear towards doing such things which are dangerous or harmful for us, so we are at the good track and attainment. And we have the attainment of Allah's mercy. So it means that succeed in achieving. Attainment means succeed in achieving. So when we are able or succeeded by getting the Allah's mercy, Allah's blessing. So the fear of Allah will give us a forgiveness for our mistakes and make us successful by getting the Allah's blessing and the mercy. Allah says, Allah says, so okay, Aram, can you read this one? These three lines?
But whoso
Whosoever.
Whosoever feels the standing before his Lord and prevent the safe from distant, indeed their
Refuge.
refuge shall be paradise.
Okay, that's great. Okay. So what does Aram read? Aram read that, but whosoever feared the standing before his Lord, whosoever have a fear standing before his Lord, going in front of the Allah for the praying and prevented the self from desire and stop himself or herself from the unnecessary wishes. The desire means wishes. So the person who stop himself or herself from the unnecessary desires, indeed, there they are being sheltered. Refuge means they are being sheltered in the paradise. Their refuge shall be paradise. Refuge, the place where they will be live. So ultimately, they will be in the paradise. The paradise means the Jannat. Okay. So whosoever who have a fear before going or before praying towards the Allah, and those who stop themselves from the unnecessary desires. So indeed, ultimately, they will get their
Excuse
destination
me, sir.
in the paradise. Yes, Hassan, you are saying something?
Sorry, sir, I didn't listen before. What is desire?
The word desire means wishes, wish. For example, you say, I wish I got first position in the class. So you desire that you got first position. So desires means many wishes. Desire means wish, means what you want to.
Okay, sir.
Okay. So in this, Allah is saying this thing that ultimately those people who keep them safe from the unnecessary wishes or unnecessary desires, those people will get their destination in the Jannah. So everybody understand this thing?
Yes.
Any questions till now?
No, I asked every question I wanted to.
Okay, okay. So along with it, one more thing I want to add. The thing is that there is assignment. Those who done the assignment, that's good, and those who didn't done the assignment, they can just open the assignment. It's available there. It's very easy. But the trick to do the assignment, just to read it carefully. Sometimes assignment looks the same like the previous assignment, but just focus on the words. There are some words there. You can check the words and write the answer according to it. It's easy. If you read it carefully, then it would be very much easy. Okay. So the assignment is available and some students can done it already. Okay.